The war for Ration Prime lasted only 6 days. That was all it took to erase 3 alien legions, burn 2 moons out of orbit, and turn a once-living world into a graveyard of twisted metal and bone. General Valera Kale lay beneath the wreckage of a shattered walker, her armor cracked open, her violet blood soaking into the black soil. Every breath felt like knives in her lungs. Her internal system screamed failure warnings she no longer bothered to read. She had lost. Valera was Nixery, one of the galaxy's most feared warrior species. Tall, sharp-featured, genetically engineered for war. She had crushed rebellions and broken civilizations. And now she was alone. Her army was dead. Her fleet was ash. Her people had retreated, assuming she was already gone. Nixery doctrine was clear. A fallen commander is already dead. She stared at the burning sky and waited for the end. Then she heard footsteps. Heavy, careful, uneven, human. Valera's hand twitched toward her sidearm, but her arm refused to move. Her body was finished. A figure emerged from the smoke. A human soldier in battered combat armor, helmet dented, one leg dragging slightly. He carried a rifle, but it was lowered. He stopped when he saw her. For a long moment, he just stared. "You're alive," he muttered. Valera forced a smile, blood staining her lips. Not for long. The human approached cautiously. "I'm Staff Sergeant Aaron Cole, Earth Coalition." Enemy. Human. She expected the killing blow. Instead, he knelt. Valera frowned weakly. "Do it. I will not beg." Aaron shook his head. "I'm not here to execute wounded soldiers." She laughed, a dry, broken sound. "Then you will die for mercy." "Wouldn't be the first stupid thing I've done," he said. Before she could protest, he injected med-gel into her exposed side. Pain exploded through her nervous system. Valera screamed. "Stay with me," Aaron said firmly. "I've got you." No one had ever said that to her before. Aaron carried Valera through the ruins for hours. Every step was agony, for both of them. She was tall, heavy, armored, built to fight, not be carried. Several times she drifted in and out of consciousness, aware only of heat, motion, and the sound of the human swearing under his breath as debris shifted around them. "Why? Save me," she whispered. Aaron adjusted his grip. "Because war doesn't get to decide who deserves help. That is not logical." "Yeah," he replied. "Humans aren't great at that." They reached a collapsed underground transit station. Aaron sealed the entrance and finally set her down. Valera expected interrogation. Instead, he cleaned her wounds. Carefully, respectfully, he gave her water, even though his own canteen was nearly empty. "My people would never do this," she said quietly. Aaron shrugged. "Then your people suck at surviving." Despite herself, Valera almost smiled. Hours passed. Outside, drones swept the ruins. Aaron stayed alert, rifle ready, positioning himself between her and the entrance. "You could leave," she said. "I slow you down." "Not my style." She studied him. Humans were physically weaker than Nixery. Slower, shorter, but this one radiated something else. Refusal. Refusal to quit. Refusal to abandon. Refusal to obey fear. For the first time in her life, Valera felt something crack inside her chest. Enemy forces found them at dawn. Valera heard the scanners first. "They are coming. You must run." Aaron checked his ammo. "Not without you. You will die." "Maybe," he said, "but you'll live." That was when Nixery pride shattered. Valera pushed herself upright, pain tearing through her body. She grabbed Aaron's arm. Her voice broke. "Please," she said, "do not leave me here." Nixery never begged, generals especially. But she did. Not for power. Not for honor. For life. Aaron looked down at her hand gripping his sleeve, then slowly nodded. "All right," he said softly. "Then we survive together." They fought their way out, human tactics and alien strategy blending seamlessly. Aaron distracted. Valera commanded. They moved as one. When the human dropship arrived, soldiers froze at the sight. A Nixery general standing beside a human soldier, not restrained. Chosen. Valera recovered aboard the human ship. News spread fast. A human had defied orders to save an enemy commander. A Nixery general had survived because of mercy. When diplomats finally met, Valera stood before them, head held high. "I live," she declared, "because a human refused to let me die." She turned to Aaron. "I begged," she said openly, and he answered. Silence filled the chamber. The galaxy learned something dangerous that day. Humans did not conquer through fear. They did not dominate through strength. They saved their enemies, and once they chose you, they would carry you through hell itself.